Best design heroes in your opinion? Best design heroes in my opinion, I think that Winston, Reinhardt, Zarya, and D.Va are all like really well designed. I think Junker Queen is okay designed. Sigma's pretty well designed, I think. Then DPS, I'd say like Genji, Mei, Pharah, Reaper, Soldier, Tracer are all really well designed. I'd say like supports, like probably Lucio, Ana, who else is there? Probably just Lucio, Ana, honestly. I don't think any of those supports are well designed. Yeah, Zen, if you think Zen's well designed, you're a fucking idiot. Junker Queen designed well. Junker Queen is a hero that would have been better suited to be a DPS hero. They could have actually like reworked her kit into like a fucking DPS hero's kit, and it'd be really good. Like if her melee did like the same damage as like a Dragon Blade and applied the bleed, made her 250 HP hero. You left her shift the same, but it only applies to herself, and then you increase the damage of all of her bleeds. I think it'd be sick. Wait, I've just played this map. Ana is well designed. I mean, almost all of Ana's kit seems like relatively fair. The issue Ana runs into when she's just often overtuned. In my opinion, the best designed person is you. Oh, thank you. Anti-nade lasts too long. That's not bad design though. Like people like don't understand like what like bad design and good design means versus like how strong a hero is. A hero can be like super broken and cancer to play against but have good design. That's just because the hero is overtuned, right? Like when Tracer was overpowered for like a long amount of time, like it wasn't because her design was bad, it was because the hero was giga overtuned. I think Mercy's good design of Res isn't a thing. I don't know. Like the thing is, okay bro, people complain about the GA cooldown nerf. It's like, do you understand that like she was like legit unfucking killable? She could fly like 20 fucking miles to the side on cooldown with no counterplay. Yeah, no shit, that shit was broken. Like it felt like she had perma fucking Kiriko on her. So like now her GA is like balanced, not underpowered, still one of the best mobility abilities in the game. But to compensate that, they stupidly overbuffed her healing output. OW1 Mercy was just like the pinnacle of bad design. Like it was one of those like OW1 Mercy is one of those heroes that like it seemed really cool in concept, right? Like the concept of mass res is really cool, except that when you actually implement it into people who are trying to play optimally, it just becomes her entire kit. The way Mercy was played in Overwatch 1 was that you farmed res and then you hid and then you jumped in as your entire team died. You played to die in a grouped spot so that the Mercy could revive your whole team. And as long as you get 1 or 2 kills before your entire team dies, you win. I think most of Mercy's issues are like tuning issues. I don't think that the res should be able to like go through walls the same way it is. I don't like the crazy amount of mobility that she has. I honestly think if you just made it so like when you res someone, it only brings them to life with like 200 HP, then I think it'll be okay. The problem is that you spend 20 hours killing an Orisa, right? You spend 20 hours killing Orisa, and then she just gets rezzed by Mercy, and then you turn another 20 hours killing her because she respawns on full HP with full cooldowns. Mercy goes to a Sojourn. That's not true. Mercy movement was always an issue. Honestly, like Mercy's movement, like ever since they reworked Super Jump into like an actual ability in the game, it becomes so much worse. Like it actually became like 100 times worse for the game. Because now it feels so much more like cancerous to play again. I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very, very good, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Oh, you're doing good. Very nice, very nice. I'm doing very good, my friend.
So we're gonna go on an infinite loop. Picked up teams and carried them top 500 on Mercy. The problem with carrying a game on Mercy is that carrying a game on Mercy isn't possible because the hero just isn't a carry hero. Like you can play well, but it's not like a hero like Widowmaker where like you can legitimately like 1v5. You just can't do that on Mercy. The reason, the way you win is that you make it easier. You give your carries the advantage in their duels.
Oh, you're crazy, crazy. I donate $20 IRL.
Maybe like old mass res Mercy you could probably carry if you just were constantly getting like massive mass reses. And I always find that like people say like, oh, how do I carry games on Mercy? It's like, you don't necessarily carry games, but you have to understand that there's 5 players in each team, right? As long as you perform better than your opposing matchup more than 50% of the time, mathematically you will win. You will climb. Like, that's all you need to do in a game to climb, is you need to play better than your opposing role more than 50% of the time and you will climb. Except for me, because I'm in loser's queue permanently. Because I literally never get out-tanked, ever. Second Doomfist becomes meta, I'll literally hit like top 10 overnight. Troll pick. If anyone thinks that Doomfist is a troll pick, they actually don't understand the game. Doom's really, really strong. The only problem Doom runs into is he has a bad matchup against Orisa. Outside of that, he's really good.
Top, maybe killable.
Like, into most of the other tanks, like, he has a pretty either neutral or positive win rate. The 2 other tanks he loses to, in my opinion, is Zarya and Hog. And both those tanks, in my opinion, are like garbage tier right now. Everyone says ignore the Orisa. Okay, first things first, I was the one who created that advice, not him. Check my guide of CarQ, or Spillo might have been first, before you go to that little Zebra.
Exodus, my friend, can you send bomb threat to their Orisa? I guarantee you, her washing machine will explode if she does not swap off.
This guy's partially Irish. Something that just doesn't actually, like, belong. Like, what happened right there? That doesn't belong in the game, in my opinion. Breaks like Bash is the exact same thing. Like, it worked as a stun. It was, okay, yeah, she was hideously broken as a stun. But, like, it worked as a stun. It doesn't work as just a bash. It doesn't make any sense. And it all doesn't give armor anymore. It's just like, I don't know. She was always, to be fair, she was always one of the worst designed heroes in the game.
Just ran on point.
Because her entire design was designed to stop the idea that Blizzard had no idea how to make dive not the only viable meta. So they just added a hero to the game whose hard counter dive, and they stupidly overtuned it. Sigma Shift doesn't go away when Suzu'd. Well, neither does Doom's block. It obviously just stops absorbing damage, which means you don't get the blocks. You don't get the empowered punch is the issue. Which is, you know, kind of a big deal. Why the fuck is the Kiriko-san nano?
Keep going. There.
My team is AFK. My team is so scared. My team is AFK. My team is so scared. My team is AFK. My team is so scared. My team is AFK. It's just bullshit. Hey, friends. We're both friends here. Hey, friends.